Buena gente, ¿qué tal? Soy Out. Y nada, vamos a probar el port este de Red Dead a Play 4. Lo tenía pedido para Reyes. Espérate. Es que esto está, a mí me da que está un viaje de harto el juego, tío. Será la intro esta de Rockstar esta. Bueno, eso, y me la han traído los Reyes, así que de mi novia, básicamente. Así que, flama, voy a probarlo a ver cómo va. En extremo, no sé, en esto está difícil, pero a 60 FPS crear una partida. A 60 FPS tiene que ir esto de lujo, ¿no? Vale. Vamos a ver cómo va. Eso en estado. Tengo una guía del hobby consolas, pero la tengo por ahí, tengo que buscarla. Vale. No me acuerdo cómo se veía, ¿no? Lo típico. Pero se ve de lujo. La verdad. De momento no voy a subir. Yo creo que está bien de audio. Tampoco va a ver este vídeo mucha gente, así que a los 7 que lo veáis, pues entenderme. Vamos a jugar como si no supiéramos nada de lo que pasa. Casualmente me pasé hace poco el 2. Llegué a la parte de John. No voy a explicar la parte de John para ahorrar spoilers, pero bueno. Más o menos tengo fresco lo que ocurre con cada uno. Vamos, va a 60 FPS. Yo no he elegido 60 FPS, ¿no? Ha salido extremo. Te imagino que se pondrá por defecto, ¿no?
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
La vieja explicando un poco de la vida. Sabia.
Unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with
Vaya frío hace, ¿eh? Estoy muerto de frío.
Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family.
Una vieja del visillo criticando a toda la peña.
Without class.
Apparently, John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Vale, ya, ahí está. Vamos a ver. Iba a 60, ¿no? Uy, 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 uy. Uy, 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 uy. Que la lío, vámonos. Ya me ha matado uno. La física de Rockstar son la polla, ¿eh? Venga, vamos a ver. No me acuerdo ya del principio. Ah, vale, vale. Ahora me he acordado, coño.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Tía, tengo la oreja 250 grados aún. Voy a subir un poquito el juego, en verdad. Vale.
All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Come on!
Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust. Yeah, yeah.
Vale, espérate, estoy intentando hacer una foto. Una foto, cambia de... ¿Qué puede ser? ¿Cabalear o qué?
Fort Marston,
Yeah.
do you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time.
Eh.
Great place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most read effective. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Ain't no time to be stretching your legs, Mr.
Parte, parte.
You gotta get to the fort.
Parte, viejo. Ahora. Pero si le doy cañita...
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are, not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't
Yeah.
we all?
La oreja 4 grados.
Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill.
Yeah.
Uy, uy, uy. Mirando el coyote de los huevos, me voy a matar.
Easy.
Oh, no. Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Se mea el borracho. El borracho se mea. Vale, acércate a Formerser.
Come on.
Anda rarete, ¿eh? Este se ha quedado dolido. Aquí se llaman unas fotitos.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you, think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Pues nada, tío. A ver si alguien nos recoge, ¿no? Te recoge la tía del tirón, ¿no? ¿Cómo se llamaba esta tía, tío? No me acuerdo. Ah, mira, se ha movido, o sea, que en verdad no me había fijado en que se mueve y se va arrastrando. ¿Cómo era esta, tío? No me acuerdo. Es ese hombre del gobierno. Nuevos amigos, viejos problemas. Lo típico. Ah, McFarlane. Esa era.
So it would seem.
Hay que McFarlane,
How
¿no?
do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane.
Bonnie McFarlane,
Miss
eso.
Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane.
Vaya frío, loco.
So what were
Imagino.
you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Y es muy buen juego, ¿eh? Ya es que lo que le faltaba era 60 FPS. Después de 400 millones de años, ya tocaba, ¿no? Gallón. O sea, dramita, hijo. Se ve de lujo, ¿eh? Me hace mucho tiempo, pero más así no se veía en Play 3 ni de coña. Ni de coña, se ve de puta madre, vamos. No es el 2, evidentemente, pero se ve que flipas. Cuando me apoyo aquí parezco como que se me va a salir el hombro, ¿no? Por el cuello. Tengo hecho un muerto, tío. Está helado, ¿eh? Hace 1 grado. Aunque no... Allá, vamos. ¿Cómo bajo el cuchillo? Venga, vamos a ver. A Sarseito ya. ¿Dónde está esta mujer? No está ahí.
Back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Dios. Camina con Bonnie. Bonnie and Clyde. Vale, escúchame.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
I picked out a fine horse for you.
Mira, este es el caballo de...
For you to see what a real ranch looks like.
Este no es el caballo Tocho. Ese del caballo de la guerra. Sí, no creo que me den de primera uno tan guapo, ¿no? Sería un poquito raro, ¿no? Vale. Están más hacia el pueblo, ¿no?
General store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
O sea, el sonidito de un poquito raro, ¿no? No recordaba el sonidito así. Es que después de haber guardado.
That's the for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Whoa! Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
¿Ah? Vale, lo bien. Empieza a correr con el cuchillo. Tonio. Quieto. Ya, bueno.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am.
Refresquito.
Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of
Tías, tengo la espalda la. Espérate.
I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
El calentador que tengo aquí. Porque hace 1 grado. Vamos. Me va a dar un algo.
Mr. Marston,
Es una foto
remember me
dormida.
telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this
Buen
time.
arma y es el primer rifle que te dan, que es una puta mierda.
We'd best get moving.
Ahora,
This is a dangerous
estamos.
time of night for us.
Se me duele el lomo todavía, ¿eh? ¿Esto que está en modo manual o cómo está hecho? Espérate. Atuendos. Ah, vale, mira cómo era aquí, no me acordaba. Vale, mira cómo es. No me acordaba. Este es el suyo con el... No, el del poncho guapo. Este será 16. Este es el poncho guapo. Vale. Me ha dado apuntado extremo. Ah, vale. O sea que... Y no puedo cambiar. O sea que vaya fuma un porraco. Vale, pues ya está. Pues ya está. La pasó. Armas doradas. Ahí va. Sonido, auriculares. Sí. Pantalla. 60 FPS, eso. Ah, mira. Anti-aire. ¿Este mío? No. Tamaño de subtítulo. Ah, échame bien. 60 FPS. A ver. Vale. Esto estará puesto... pero... Está duro del carajo, que te cagas. O sea, está súper duro. Espérate, Bonnie. Espérate, va a tomar un flecha. Y verás tú para pegarle un tiro a algo, ¿verdad? Sensibilidad, ¿no? Vamos a aumentarla. Esto está que no lo voy a dar nada. No me gasta balas, mira. Ahora sale un conejo y voy a tener que pegarle 70 tiros. Si os conejo a la velocidad de la luz, ¿verdad? Se ve del carajo, ¿eh? O sea, que esto tiene tela de tiempo. Esto tiene... Buah. Más años ya con bosque. No puedo creer. ¿Qué cuando la han muerto? ¿Me suena mal? ¿Pero a qué se refiere esta mujer? ¿Dónde vas? Manolete. Vamos a ver. Y yo, Antonio. Es que no se me habilita. No vea, no para darle, ¿no? Por lo menos. Le he metido un par de gonas. ¿Eh? Vale, círculo. Pues mira. A ver, pero ¿este los coge o algo o no? Hombre, a ver. Es que esta tela de... Y aún así, ¿eh?
never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
Yo, que al final soy un crack, ¿eh? Es reactivar modo de dalle, vale. ¿Dónde están los coyotes, cojones? Vale. Quita. Vale, vale. Aquí te lo dan ya en plan. Vale, espérate, me estaban llamando. Mira con la gallina. Bueno, yo, suelta la gallina, cabrón. Vale. Una pena haber pedido algún pollo ahora. Vámonos. Está bien, pero escúchame.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Me he hecho algo caliente, loco. Que no vea el frío que tenía, ¿no? Si quieres guardar la partida, duerme en la cama, vale. Vamos a dormir. Si duermes te levantarás 6 horas más tarde, vale. También puedes coger munición. Vale. Yo creo que me han dado la edición. Yo creo que con esto te da la edición gorda, ¿no? No, no sé. Nivel actual de John, no, vale. Cambiar atuendo. Espérate. No tendré atuendo, ¿no? Abrir contenedor. ¿Tengo algo por ahí? Nada, ¿no? Es un mapa y periódico, vale. Este atuendo distinguiente va a ser de... Vale. Trae caballero, vale. Claro, tengo más traje, ¿no? No hay más traje, Antonio. Guarda partida. Una partida, voy a mirar un momento esto. Ahí, no guardo. ¿Seguro que verdad? Sí. Cumplir. Vale. Vale, voy a quitarme, voy a hacer las misiones de historia en verdad hasta que salga de aquí. Ya cuando salga de aquí pues me centraré en cositas. Obstáculos en el camino. Claro, no me acuerdo qué era.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
En el 2 está más
We'll
guapo, ¿eh?
see.
En el 1 tiene toda la cara de que parece que se ha comido un kilo de limones a pelo seco. Hijo puta.
All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts.
Esto quiere una carrerita, ¿no? Deja flipar. ¿Cómo era esto? Que no tiene poca resistencia a mi caballo, ¿no?
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go!
En el extremo no tendrá un turbo esta señora puesto, ¿no?
Gentlemen, about this.
Ah, vale. No puede ser. Ya. ¿Ya se ha cansado mi caballo? Sí. No la voy a dejar adelantarme, pues si no. ¿Qué tal?
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be.
This is how it's done. Should I wait for you to catch up?
Con la curva no veas. Es que estaba here, ¿no?
Are you saving the best for last? Come on. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland.
Bueno, la pique encima.
How you doing back there?
Es que el giro aquí es tope y diquete, ¿eh?
Would you like me to slow down? Let's go. Yeah.
Coño.
Yeah.
Come on, boys.
Me está cogiendo la perra, ¿eh? Claro, es que esto tiene menos resistencia. Ah, es mía la carrera. Lo siento, Bonnie.
Easy now.
Apagar.
That was fun.
Sure.
¿Qué te currábamos?
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
$10 de fama, chaval. Vale, hay una tienda, pero voy a hacer una misioncita más de esta, ¿no?
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Vale, pero me tengo que levantar en serio por el otro lado, ¿y yo? Vámonos.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Evidente, ¿no, tío?
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know.
Viejo amigo
So this is
de
Armadillo.
robos.
Manhattan it is not,
No, mira, no,
but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Hay que ver que saca la pistola y se pone a correr, ¿eh?
The whole town needs a new automobile.
Howdy.
You need something for that gal? That's a tough.
Thanks.
Big Bugs had a pair of breasts a woman be proud of.
No. Esto. Cuando te llenan la pantalla, vale.
Well,
What's this?
thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
¿Para qué? Porque el mercado, vale.
If Murphy don't put his name to a gun he
No
don't,
me con leche, ¿no?
you surely won't regret a purchase.
Bandolera.
We ain't gonna maintain our regional supremacy if that bad element remains. Well, I'm always after items of quality.
Thank you kindly.
Remember to return.
Uy, 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 uy. No, no, me jodas. Hostia, la que he formado ahí. La que he formado en un momento. Me cago en su momento. Es que le he dado... Es que... Espérate, ahora lo pruebo. Es que le he liado otra vez. $50. Es que he liado en un momento, tío. Hola, puta. Vamos a ver. Vale, escúchame. Pero yo caballo no. Ah, vale, si viene. Voy a hacer la del Sherry. Yo, estoy bien a hierro, ¿no? Voy a hacer la del Sherry. Ya que estoy, ¿no? A ver cómo era. Yo no... O sea, cargarme rápido. No da tiempo en el ejército de la división.
Excuse me.
Que es del puro, ¿no?
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you. Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Tom, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Tiene
Jonah,
mala
get out
cara
of
yo.
here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
who we looking for?
A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government. There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into. Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
No, esta nota este.
I'm getting after him. Catch me up.
Uy.
Let's go.
Vale.
What are you doing back there, Marston?
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses.
Yeah.
No, pero esto había que entrar hierro, ¿no? Mira tú para apuntar ahora con el modo manual. Verá. Va a estar guapísimo, que no le había dado ni uno.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Vale.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Gonna rip your ear off.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Marston, take that bastard behind.
Yo, escúchame, poca broma, ¿no? Yo, ¿qué pasa aquí? ¿Esto qué es, cabeza? Yo, escúchame, esto es complicado, ¿eh? Yo. Madre mía, con el extremo. ¿Ese no va a recargar nunca o qué? O toma, toda la puta cabeza, mongolón. Bueno, ya estoy... Poca broma, ¿eh? Pero que forajido ahí. Vale.
Good shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
Vamos a
I don't want to be
partir,
no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Nos vemos. Vale, escúchame, poca broma, te dan 3 tiros y te matan. O sea, que extremo. Extremo no, que me han abierto todo el ano con 3 tiros. Esto puedo registrarlos, ¿no? Sí, sacar acabado. Ahí tiene. Puede quedar acabado. Vale. Aquí ni nada, aquí ni nada. ¿Hay algo para registrar o qué? Aquí que no hay nada, ¿no? Dinero, vale, lo cojo de tu manera.
Excuse me, partner. I ain't getting fresh.
Pero escúchame. ¿Eso que suena? ¿Qué es, tío? No te voy a registrar esto. Ahí está. Espérate, voy a ir para allá. Estoy escuchando jangueíto. ¡No! La han matado, tío, cabrón. La han matado justo cuando mato yo las notas esto. Ya, bueno. Dame que sea. Claro, no aparte eso. Yo. Joder, yo. ¿Qué va esto? No subáis. No subáis. Voy a ir a guardar. Y lo voy a dejar por aquí. Pero claro. Vamos a ver. John Marston, vale. Quiero como lo de esto. No. Vamos, esto tiene esto guardado, pero. No sé, pero de buena mala te dan fama, afectada de forma de guitarra. Vale. De todas formas, la diligencia que hay aquí, si no me cuesta dinero, voy a ir, ¿no? Viajar rápido. Por $50 no voy a tener. No, ok. Ah, claro. $9. Hostia, pues mira, me podría haber comprado la casa aquí y hubiera guardado. Yo también soy gilipollas, ¿no? Pero bueno. Ya da igual, claro, venga. Estoy estado ahora aquí viendo cómo llega este a la granja. Lo voy a dejar aquí, tío, está bien. El primer tiento a... Venga, nos vamos, máquina. Fuera, se voy a guardar. ¿Mi caballo está por aquí? Sí, está allá. Vale, voy a dejar por aquí. Niego la misión esta que tengo aquí. Dios, guárdate reflejo. Vale, vamos a ver lo de los atuendos. Cobrar compensa por los miembros, vale. Sí, bueno. Ya me acuerdo más o menos cómo era el sistema y haciendo cosas y todo lo demás. No hay ningún problema. Vale. Pues listo. Chavales, nada, gracias por pasaros, gracias al que lo vea y pues ya está. Que la próxima sigo. Me voy dando caña, bueno, iré pasando, que tiene pinta de estar muy guapo. Hay que acostumbrarse a las mecánicas porque después de haber jugado dos, se ortopediquillo, la verdad. Y el tema del apuntado sin... eso de sin el autoapuntado, que no apunta ni a notas es complicado, ¿eh? Que tiene una sensibilidad muy rara, pero bueno. Nada, iré dándole caña y a ver qué pasa, gente. Gracias por pasaros y un saludito. Hasta la próxima.